Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Packers going up against the Jets.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 17-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some room at the 30. They find some open field here. A big play there off the option. 42 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Our first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Hundley. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line. Defense showing blitz. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And the wideout in motion. Here's Webb. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here we go now.
Off play action, it's Webb. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself? Are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Webb trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Hundley. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find someone, anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, but screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker, because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up the 3rd down.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 3rd down, Kelly. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Ohio. 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 Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. To throw, Webb. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 71 yards. Now they try the right side here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Varga, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
On first down, it's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 9. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A swing pass caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Tyler Varga with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
A play fake. Now Webb. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Webb. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. The final shot before break. Webb. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packer. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Nice little juke. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Webb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Webb. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A give. This is Kelly. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Webb now. Flushed out right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a first down throw. Webb eluding the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough. The guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen,